that you're comfortable with the format of the progressions and confident in finding progressions which match your learning intentions, it's time to take the next step and utilize this within a gap analysis to create a long-term plan. The gap analysis function within SchoolTalk is underpinned by the assessment, teaching and learning cycle. This cycle, also called an inquiry cycle, underpins the natural way that teachers support learners, and it supports teachers to be more specific and deliberate within our planning and learning design. For the sake of this video, I am going to demonstrate how I would make a long-term plan through the gap analysis for one of my classes that is about to start a unit on culture and collective identity. My first step is going to be to create and pin the groups for my class. Now these might be your existing teaching groups that you have already set up. In order to make these groups and pin them onto your dashboard, from the bottom half of your teacher dashboard you can select Look Up Learners. If you are looking up a class, you can select Look Up Group, then type in the class name and click the search icon. Then you can select the class that you wish and pin it to your dashboard. You also have the ability to create a different group. Again, from the bottom half of your teacher dashboard, select Look Up Learners. This time select Create New Group. You will be prompted to add a group name and tags. Underneath tags, I like to use the term that I am teaching this so that I can remember when I taught what. Then it's time to add in the learners. Should your learners come from a specific class, you may choose this class by selecting the down arrow. The learner names will show up and you can select the learners you wish to add to this long-term plan. Once you have selected all of your learners, select Pin and this group will be pinned to your dashboard. Now, to set up my gap analysis as my long-term plan, I am going to select the group that I wish to do this for. For me, this will be the Culture and Collective Identity group that I have just created. In the sidebar menu, I am going to select View Reports, Gap Analysis, Blank Report. This will open up a new page that looks like this. The first thing I'm going to do is select the pencil icon up at the top to add the progressions that I wish my learners to cover over the course of this unit. I can select progressions at a global level, a granular level, or a mixture of the two, depending on what I wish the students to cover. Once I have found all of the progressions that I'm looking for, I'm going to save these to the gap analysis. Now you can see them down the left-hand side of the screen. Before I go any further, I recommend saving your gap analysis. In the sidebar menu, select Save. You will be prompted to either overwrite an existing report or save as a new report. When titling your gap analysis, I recommend something that you will remember and that will be consistent throughout your gap analyses. For example, I might call this one Year 11 Culture and Collective Identity, Term 2 2024. Now because this is my long-term plan and I predict this will take my students almost the whole term to cover, I do not need all of these progressions in my weekly plan. At the beginning of this unit, we are going to be delving into values and beliefs that others within our society hold. This fits nicely with this progression here, so I'm going to copy this and paste it into my weekly plan. Doing so will help me to be more comfortable with the language of the progressions, as well as allowing me to make explicit links between what I am teaching and my long-term plan. This will enable a more streamlined marking system for when I or my learners are ready to add achievement data to SchoolTalk, which is covered in section 3 of this module. As you can see, currently my screen is filled with blank boxes, which shows me that there has been no achievement data uploaded yet. However, this is what a gap analysis looks like with data attached. This allows you to clearly see where the gaps are, who needs what learning, and where to next. Now it's your turn. Complete the activities on the next slide in order to create a gap analysis for one class or group of students. Should you have any questions or wonderings, please do not hesitate to reach out to your SchoolTalk facilitator for clarification.